everybody, we are doing problem number 2 for MAC 1147, Spring 2012, Test 1A. So the question is, which of the following graphs has the symmetry with respect to the x-axis? And the graphs that they give us are P x equals y squared, Q, option Q is y equals x squared, and option R is x plus y equals 0. Okay, so first of all, symmetry with respect to the x-axis means that the graph has to look the same above and below the x-axis. Another way to say this is that if the point xy is on the graph of our function, then the point x negative y is also on the graph. And another way to put this is that the function should be equal to negative the function. Okay, and so what we can do is we can just graph every one of these and see which one does have symmetry with respect to the x-axis. So for x equals y squared, you can plot points, and so we know that if y is equal to 0, x also has to be equal to 0. So there's a point at the origin. If y equals 1, x equals 1. So we have a point here. If y equals negative 1, x equals 1 as well. So this looks like it's probably going to be symmetric to the x-axis, but we can just do one more point. So if we do y equals 2, then we get x equals 4. And then if we do y equals negative 2, we also get x equals 4. So we get this type of graph that just keeps going. So it's kind of like a sideways parabola. And so we can see that the graph looks the same above the x-axis as well as below the x-axis, and that for every x value that we have a positive and a negative of the same y value. So x equals y squared is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. So this one works. P is good. So now we can graph y equals x squared. So the graph of y equals x squared is just your normal parabola, right? And so it goes to the origin and then it just goes up like that. So looking at that, is that symmetric with respect to the x-axis? And we can tell that it's not because there's nothing going on below the x-axis. So this one is not symmetric, so we don't like Q. That's not one of our answers. And now our last one, R, x plus y equals 0. We can rewrite that so it's a little bit easier to graph if we just put it into our y equals mx plus b form. And so it's y is equal to negative x. And so the graph of y is equal to negative x is just a straight line, and it's going through the origin again. And so this is what it looks like. And we can tell by looking at it that it's not symmetric with respect to the x-axis. So y equals negative x, that's not one of our answers. So R isn't one of our answers. Our only graph that is symmetric with respect to the x-axis is x equals y squared. So our answer is P, and so P is the only correct answer, so the answer is A.